knitting the 6 rows that we're supposed to knit, and then the next row is going again to be a row where we're going to increase. So if you made the last block with me, you already know how to do that, but I'm just going to repeat it here so that all the new knitters may have a chance to get into the KFB increase again. So KFB, knit front to back, you knit in the front and you knit in the back, and that increases a stitch, so you now have 2 stitches instead of 1. So that's going to be repeated all across this row to just get a larger number of stitches that we need, since the rib is going to pull a little bit together on the fabric. So now this row is finished here on my next little sample, and I'm going to start working row 1 of this 2-row repeat pattern. So if we look at row 1, it tells us to knit the first 3, as that's going to be the border of our block, and then a repetition starts with a star. So the repetition is to purl 1, and then we come to the first thing here, which is the LT, standing for a left twist. So we are going to knit the second stitch on this left hand needle through the back loop. So turn your work over a little bit and then find that back loop of your second stitch, wrap the yarn around and pull it through, leaving these 2 stitches here on your left needle, and then go back to the front again, and now work the first stitch on the needle through the front loop. And now we have 2 loops here, and we can drop these 2 loops. So that's a left twist, and the repetition tells us to purl 1 and knit 1, and then the new repetition, purl 1, another left twist. So we're going to knit in the back, knit in the front, and slip off. So now you know how to work row 1. Let's work row 2. So we have finished the first row, and then the second row is starting with a knit 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now when we are on the wrong side, we are going to do a left purl twist. So now put the yarn in front of your work, and then we're going to purl the second stitch. So just skip the first one, wrap the yarn around and purl your second one, and then move things around so that you can purl the first one. So that's the left purl twist. And I'm just going to start the repetition here with a knit 1, purl 1, and knit 1, and then we're going to do 1 more together. So for a left purl twist, you go into your second stitch, and then wrap the yarn around and pull through. Then hold the yarn aside so that you can go into your first stitch, and then purl that one, and then slip the 2 stitches off. So this is on the wrong side. So if we now look at the right side, we're still very early into the piece, but you can see how we're creating these rick-rack ribbings here on the right side. So just keep working these rows 1 and 2 back and forth, and then when you have come to your finished measurement, you're going to work a row where you decrease, and that's all you need to know to make this rick-rack ribbing.